And as you can see, I just got back from storm chasing. We were up in Missouri yesterday. Saw Wisconsin tornado a couple days before that. But as you can see, we have the Dominator 3 parked outside, and that's what we use to drive into tornadoes. And we launch sensors into that. Will Clay 25 and Local Man Weather are here with air cannons. So when I play this next video, they're going to shoot t-shirts into the audience. And sometimes they come out pretty fast. But there you can see them behind the screen. But we use those sensors to launch them into the tornado, and we want them to rise from the ground up, and they move at the same speed as the wind. So the GPS data corresponds to the wind speed in the tornado, and they measure pressure, temperature, and relative humidity all the way up the tornado. And this one happened last year on May 20 in northern Alabama, and this one caused a suction vortex. When the tornado becomes a multiple vortex tornado from interacting with the surface of the earth, it can ramp the wind speeds up to 2 to 4 times that of the main tornado. And this one had about 190 mile per hour winds and spun the Dominator around in a circle about 180 degrees. And we actually thought we were airborne for a split second inside of that tornado. But if you look really closely, you can see that sensor get launched into the tornado. So I'll just show you this video, but this was one of our most extreme intercepts with the Dominator 3. And the Dominator is shaped so that it always has a downward force directed on it. So that's how we can survive tornadoes like this. But I should have put the spikes in the ground. I failed to deploy the spikes, and that's why we spun around in a circle. But I'm going to show you this, and then you'll see the air cannons pop out, and they're going to launch a t-shirt.
I am launching!
There it is! Great shot. And you can see Will was shooting that same air cannon out of the side of the Dominator. There you can see the suction vortex that developed. And it slammed into the Dominator like a freight train. It felt like a solid object.
Holy crap!
You can see we're a little excited. That was a delayed reaction. Now the tornado's moving off to the northeast here. You can see I had corn stalks in my lap. There's the air cannon. And it even cut a trench through the corn and then launched all the corn stalks inside of the Dominator 3. And our sensor was shot right at the last second into the suction vortex, and it launched straight up into that tornado. And that sensor has incredible data on it from the ground up, in a suction vortex, then a tornado, then the mesocyclone above it. But unfortunately, we lost that sensor, and it's still somewhere to the north of Huntsville, Alabama, up in the forested terrain up there. And we're hoping